A reading from Genesis 3, 7 through 13. Then the eyes of both were opened, and they knew that they were naked. And they sewed fig leaves together and made loincloths for themselves. They heard the sound of the Lord walking in the garden at the time of the evening breeze, and the man and his wife hid themselves from the presence of the Lord among the trees in the garden. But the Lord God called to the man, and he said to him, "Where are you?" He said, "I heard the sound of you in the garden, and I was afraid because I was naked, and I hid myself." He said, "Who told you that you were naked? Have you eaten the tree of which I commanded you not to eat?" The man said, "The woman whom you gave me to be with me, she gave me the fruit from the tree, and I ate." Then the Lord God said to the woman, "What is this that you have done?" The woman said, "The serpent tricked me, and I ate." The tree doesn't need our curiosity. It will bear fruit whether we study it or not. But our curiosity needs the tree. Before laboratories and telescopes, there was the simple fact of a tree that could feed us. It was our very first teacher in chemistry and biology, in growth and decay, in provision and season. But this tree is named the knowledge of good and evil. Over time, that phrase has come to seem much bigger than information. It sounds less like data and more like authority. The power to name right and wrong, the kind of judgment reserved for God. Maybe the serpent wasn't just offering enlightenment. Maybe he was enticing us to sit in God's chair, not learning from God, but being God, a rejection of the foolishness of restraint. The fruit itself carries no toxin. It did not kill on contact, but it opened an awareness that disrupts love's order, an order we can only receive through patience and trust. Look what happens the moment the eyes were opened. They hid. They blame. They shift the weight to someone else. Judgment has arrived, but it is bent inward, turned into shame and accusation. As a butcher, I've learned to respect the authority of the cut. A knife divides. It names the serpent. This is steak. This is bone. This is waste. In skilled hands, that authority feeds families. In careless hands, the same knife draws blood. Knowing of good and evil is like that knife. Do we fully comprehend what we're holding? Or are we just clinching a blade we don't yet know how to use? In my next reflection, we're going to look at what happens when our eyes open too soon, when vision is unmoored from love.